Hello everyone. In the last video, which is related to the subject digital design, we have introduced decimal number system and how to represent a number in a decimal number system. Now in this class, we'll understand what is meant by a binary number system and what are the bits that we use in a binary number system and how to find its decimal equivalent. Okay, so in this class, we will see basically three things. What is meant by a binary number system? What are the characters or bits or digits used in a binary number system? And also how to find binary means decimal equivalent of a binary number system. How to find a decimal equivalent of a binary number system. So these two are the things which we will see in this class. So binary number system, also sometimes called as, some authors also call this binary number system as base 2 number system. The reason why we are calling this as base 2 number system is the characters or the bits that we use to represent a number in a binary number system are 0 and 1. So these two are the bits or the digits or the characters which are used to represent any number in a binary number system. Hence, here we have two digits. It is called as base 2 number system. This is one reason why we are calling this as a base 2 number system. And another reason is the weights are expressed as a polynomials of 2. So weights here are the powers of 2. Okay. So if you want to understand what is meant by a weight, what is the significance of this term in a number system, you can go through the decimal number system which we have seen already. Go through that video in order to understand what is meant by weight. Okay. So here the weight of a binary number system are the powers of 2, and also we can represent any number in a binary number system with either zeros or ones. Hence it is called as base 2 number system. Now let us see a number. For example, I have a number, I have a binary number which is represented as 100. If you want to represent a number in a binary number system, you need to represent the number and you need to keep this number in a parenthesis with a subscript 2. So here if you represent 2, it indicates that it is a binary number system or base 2 number system. For this number, how can I find the decimal equivalent? So as we have seen earlier in our decimal number system, to find the total value, actual value of a number, you just take the sum of product of coefficients and their weightages. Here what are the coefficients in this number? 1, 0, 0. 1, 0 and another 0. These are the coefficients. And what are their weights? Here we have told that weights are the powers of 2. It depends upon, means which power of 2 depends upon the position of the particular coefficient related to radix point, right? Now if you want to find its decimal equivalent, so what I am trying to find now is finding the decimal equivalent of a binary number which is 100. How can I find the decimal equivalent? This bit is called as least significant bit and this bit is called as most significant bit. So this is least significant bit and this is the most significant bit. In short, we can call it as MSB and we can call it as LSB. Okay, so for LSB you will get the powers starting from 0. So the coefficient is 0 and it is multiplied with 2 power 0 plus, or as it is a addition you can keep this plus anywhere. Next coefficient is 0, so 0 into what is the weight? So the weights must be considered in a ascending order with the powers of radix. 2 is the radix or base of binary number system. So with the powers of radix you need to take the weights. So it is 2 power of 1 plus, what is the last coefficient? 1. 1 multiplied with 2 square. Okay. So it is equal to 0 into anything is 0. Here it is 0. 1 into 2 square 4. So 4 is a decimal number. So I can represent this with base 10. As this is a binary number, I am representing this with base 2. Okay. So the decimal equivalent of 100 is 4. Let me do one more. Let me do one more thing. One more problem. I have a binary number which is represented by 1101. Okay. This is a binary number. Hence, I am representing with base 2. I want to find its decimal equivalent. I want to find its decimal equivalent. How can I find? Just as we have done in case of decimal number, multiplying the coefficient with their particular weight. The weight is a polynomial of 2 and the power of 2 depends upon its position from the radix point. Here we don't have any radix point. We need to consider the power starting from LSB to MSB. Okay, for LSB you must have the weight with the polynomial 2 with the lowest power and it must have highest power of 2, MSB. Now let me consider this one. 1 multiplied with 2 power 0 plus, next coefficient is 0, so 0 into 2 power 1, and next coefficient is 1, so 1 into 2 power 2, and the last coefficient is also 1, so 1 into 2 cube. 1 into 2 power 0, anything to the power of 0 is 1, so 1 into 1, 1, 0 into anything is 0, 1 into 2 square is 4, so 1 plus 4 plus 2 cube is 8, 8 into 1 is 8, so 8 plus 4 plus 1, 13. So 13 is the decimal equivalent of the binary number 1101. Okay. In this way you can find the decimal equivalent of any binary number. Okay. In the first and second examples, I have not considered any radix point. Let me consider the radix point for one more problem. So we will do one more problem with radix point. Okay. So I have a binary number represented like this, 110.01. Okay. So how can you find its binary equivalent? Sorry, decimal equivalent. This is a binary number. I want to find decimal equivalent. I want to find decimal equivalent. So find its decimal equivalent. Now this point we call actually as a radix point. So the weights of each and every coefficient must be given based upon its position from the radix point. Okay. Now for 0, what must be the weight? 2 power 0. So 0 into 2 power 0 plus, for 1, what is the weight? 2 power 1 plus, for another 1, 1 into 2 power 1. So this is related to integral part. So the part which is before the radix point is called as integral part, and the part which is after the radix point is called as fractional part. So up to the integral part you can find the decimal equivalent by using this mathematical equation. And this is another coefficient. To this coefficient, I made a mistake here. Actually, here we must get 2 square. Okay. Now, for 0, which is after the radix point, you will get negative powers of 2, because 2 power 0 is the lowest. Below 0 you have minus 1. So I can consider the weight for this as a 2 power minus 1, plus next coefficient is 1. So 1 into 2 power minus 2. This is for the fractional part. This is the way of finding the weightages and the product of coefficients and weightages for a fractional part as well as for integral part. You can do integral part separately and fractional part separately and add them together, or you can write a single equation like this, add each and every term in this single equation, you will get easily the decimal equivalent. Now add the terms. 0 into anything 0, 1 into 2 power 1 is 2, 1 into 2 square is 4. So you have 2 here, 1 into 2 power 1 plus 2 square is 4, so 4, 0 into anything is 0, and 1 into 2 power 2, so 2 power minus 2, sorry, 1 into 2 power minus 2, 2 power minus 2 means you can write this as 1 by 2 square. Okay, what is 1 by 2 square? It is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is nothing but 0.25. So I am writing this value directly as 0.25. Now adding all these terms, you will get a decimal equivalent of 6.25 for the binary number 110.01. If you have the binary number like this, you can find the decimal equivalent by dividing the integral part and the fractional part and adding them together. You will get the decimal equivalent. Okay. Hope you have understood how to convert a binary number into its decimal equivalent, and why we are calling a binary number system as a base 2 number system.